Okay, number 13. So again, we're giving an acceleration function, right? So we have 3t, and actually this is, I wrote x naught twice. This should be v naught. Okay, so that's initial velocity and the initial position. So that's a 0, not a u. And so we want to find, again, the position function of a moving particle. So again, we're going to integrate, or another way of saying that is finding the antiderivative. So we're going to find the antiderivative of our a of t. So we know that's just 3t with respect to dt. And we can take out our constant, and we have t dt. And so again, we want to integrate, right? T, right, our function t, and that's just going to be t squared over 2. But again, we need a constant of integration, so plus, and actually let's just write it in blue since I wrote my v naught in blue above. So this is our velocity function, right? So this, when we integrate the acceleration function, it really gives us the velocity function. And so this is 3/2 t squared plus 5. But we want to find, again, the position function, so we need to integrate, or again, find the antiderivative of this polynomial function. So let me just move this up, and so we have the integral of 3/2 t squared plus 5 dt. And so again, this is my velocity function. And we can use properties of integrals to kind of split some of these terms. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'll just write this below. So I'll first start out by 3/2 t squared, right? This function dt plus the integral of 5 dt. And I can take out the 3/2, right? The integral of t squared with respect to dt. And then I'll just go ahead and copy this integral of 5 dt since it's the same. So now we can integrate this guy. So this is just a constant. And we have t squared plus 1, right, over 2 plus 1. So that's t cubed over 3. And again, we're going to add a constant at the very end. And so we have the integral of this guy, or the antiderivative, and that's 5t. But again, we need our constant of integration, which is our x sub 0, but our initial position happens to be 0, so it's not necessary to write it in. So yeah, that's a 0. So here we're just multiplying fractions. So we have a half of t cubed plus 5t, and that is our, this is our position function of a moving particle. Okay, so that's our final answer.